When it comes to leveraging our payment automation system, the most common use is exporting your payment files from your ERP or accounting system. For this, we really just need the amount and the vendor that you're going to pay, but we can track an unlimited amount of custom variables that you want tracked throughout the payment process and sent in remittance emails to your vendors. So once you get your payment file, you just drag and drop it into our system, and it processes who you're paying, how much you're paying, how that vendor prefers to be paid on file, or you can go in and actually change if they're being paid with card, ACH, or check if they accept those other forms, to adjust for cash flow and anything like that. And then you just submit those payments and they'll be paid immediately. You can create one-off payments if you go in and select the vendor and how much you want to pay them and how they would like to be paid for any one-off payments you need to make. This instance is an example of, there's a credit card fee for paying this vendor with a credit card, so do you want to incur that fee or switch payment terms? Well, we're going to accept that fee, and you can schedule that payment immediately like we did previously or for a later date and time. Once those payments have been submitted, over in your payment history tab, you will have insights into the status of all of them. So at the top, you can see our scheduled payment that we just made. And this provides insights no matter if it's card, check, or ACH payment. This one down here is an example of a card payment that went through, and the information was sent to the vendor with an email remittance. And in this case, that email is tracked to who it was sent to, when it was sent, the date and time it was delivered, and the date and time it was opened for any reconciliation purposes or vendors asking for where their money is. You've got all of that information tracked to a very fine level of detail in here. Outside of your general accounts payable files, we have this great tool for making purchase cards. So for instance, if you have an Office 365 subscription and you need a card on file, it's great to not give your plastic card on file, your static cards. So you can create one-off tokens, one-off credit card numbers that will be used and stored on your Office 365 subscription. But if your account is hacked, if they try to charge you more than they're supposed to, the transaction will be denied, and it just gives you peace and clarity for all of those cards that you have on file. They're now tracked in one system. So if you go to your history, you can track all of your purchase cards that you have. You can get their card number, their information. You can adjust the settings of how much they are allowed to charge on those cards and when. And you can go in and actually click and copy the card numbers for submitting any information for online payments. In the transaction history tab next to this, you'll actually have a deep dive into the swipes of those purchase cards, and then you also have your plastic credit card history in here as well if you order plastic cards.